challenge, because I was like, and Jimmy and Michael and I all talked about it. We all, and you hear people talk about the esoteric stuff, the personal development stuff, that's like, ooh, it's woo-woo and it doesn't work. But I guarantee you, if you talk to the most successful people, that's the sort of stuff that contributed to them being successful. So we sat, as we were doing the 10 hours per day, we were envisioning flying in and what that was going to be like to come here. And then we were here. And now I'm back again in front of you guys today. And then a little bit about Apprentice, as I chose the Bumblebee 3D Deluxe Child costume for that. Oh, I don't even know how many properties I created. I just churned a bunch of them out. I think all my Yahoo pipes got killed because I think I probably did upwards of 100 of them, because it's just sick what you can do with some of this stuff. I mean, it works if you do it in a strategic way. That's kind of what, at my table over here, I was trying to tell my people at the table that you got to figure out what your strategy is and have a focus. Howie's touched on that quite a bit, because if you don't, you're going to go off in 16 different directions, and that is definitely not the highest and best use of our time, right? So I did that, and I'm still sitting there on the first page, and eZine Articles didn't really do any sort of promotion to it, and it's sitting there in the #1 spot. So, and then actually, some of the RSS feed promotions are still up there too, so I think I have like 4 or 5 spots on the first page for that specific keyword. And I've also been doing some stuff with I Am Leadership. I had started doing the local business marketing before I had gotten the course, but then I know a lot of what's in it, and especially Howard's piece on outsourcing is a huge part of it. You know, that's part of going what Apprentice is about. You learn how to do it yourself first, and then you outsource that to your team, because you figure out what you are the most remarkable at, and then outsource the rest. So actually what I've done is I use a video strategy that for local plumbers. So if you go to find a plumber in Joliet, I think I own like 5 spots there. And what I did is I made an Animoto video. I promoted that one, and I created another video to promote the first video. And it's sitting there now, and I haven't had to touch it in 3 weeks, and it's still stuck. So I'm going to use that actually as a marketing strategy to get more clients going forward, but that's all been from following the systems that Howie has in his products. And the point I want to drive home on that is realize that the system's there because it's proven. You know, sometimes we have a tendency to want to control things on our own. Prove the system to work for yourself, get the results, and then form it to what works for you as an individual business owner. And actually coming a long way from June. Going from being 27 and broke to now I'm going to be incorporating a business in a couple weeks. So, I mean, it's a long way for me, because I've always had that vision of doing that. Now I actually have. One of the things of being a project manager for Howie is you have to have your own business, and now I do. I have a copywriting business, and I'm working with local business clients, developing now seminars for them too. So I wanted to end on a quote from Thick Face Black Heart. I think it's a point that we sometimes forget. It says, a dictionary is the only place where success comes before work. You got to put your heart and soul into it in the beginning. Because, yeah, it sucks sometimes and it gets boring, but look what can happen when you stay true to yourself, stay congruent to yourself, and stay true to your dreams. You can get somewhere and you can be somebody. So, thank you.
Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Cool.